Hi guys.
Bonjour ma sœur. La Rovez Valentine mi wifi.
Nilikwambia Terence. Unajua kuna YouTube yako?
Yeah. Subscribe guys to my YouTube channel.
No, I mean you can do this in your YouTube channel.
Okay.
Hii yangu utafanya vile mimi nataka. Anyway, what's up guys?
What's happening?
My name is Millie Chebi.
I'm trying to create the hobby. The lover, the Valentine. But then Valentine.
Nini?
Umevaa mapema utangoja.
Na hint.
Tarehe 14 utavaa nini?
Na hint. Anyway, my name is Millie Chebi. Uzuri spendi maua sio watu.
Wow.
Lakini sijakwambia usilete hiyo siku. Usianze kuniambia lakini uliniambia utaki na ulisema mbele ya kamera.
Unajua spinach ni maua. Oh. Sasa nini? Inside joke.
That's in My name is Millie Chebi. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel,
please subscribe
and press notification bell so that anytime I upload any new video, you will be among my notification gang. Anyway, guys, mimi ni mtu wa plug. Hii ni plug.
Yeah, hii ni plug. Plug kwa sana ya Valentine.
Hii channel yangu ni ya ku-educate,
inspire, motivate, entertain,
teach and entertain. Entertain niko?
Yeah.
Mimi entertainer.
You're very funny.
Seriously, we should go to Thursday Night Live.
But then guys, we have a show on KTN. Make sure you do watch each and every Thursday from 10:20 p.m.
Yes. Kwanza today, by the time this video goes up, we will be going live the next day, which is Thursday.
Yes. Tomorrow we are going live.
10 p.m.
Pale kwenye KTN home.
Kabisa.
Anyway, why we here?
Kitu umetuleta hapa leo. Watu wangu ni.
Na sio mimi nimeletwa. By the way, I just want to put this disclaimer very correctly. It is not me.
Sio ngoja niwaambie ni nini. Mbona
sio mimi nimeletwa hapa. Tumekuja ndio tuweze kusaidiana kama Wakenya. Proceed.
Guys, today we are talking all sexuology.
Sexual health.
And to be precise, we will be talking about premature ejaculation.
So, most of the time unasikianga dema akikwambia wacha kunifanyisha PE ama mtu alinifanyisha PE. So hii PE ndio tunataka. Haya pia kabla tupatane nilikuwaga na mtu. Utani sumu. Sikumfanyisha PE.
That is what all we're talking about today.
We are not here to talk about body count. We are here to talk about PE.
Wewe unajitetea.
Si nakwambia juu unaniingilia.
Sijakuingilia imagine.
Wow.
Nimekuza kitu wali mbona na uko mkali?
Unyamaza.
Na unyamaza bali usiongee na mpaka tutaingia ndani.
Sawa. The only professor
who will be telling us about premature ejaculation. Is it a disease? How do you know
what is it?
How do you know you have it? What is it? And is there a cure for that? Come with us.
And we are meeting the only professor with the only professor with a PhD in sex health.
Niwacha tuende huko ndani atuambie.
Ajiongelele, nisimuongelele.
Unajua watu wamesoma hapa stories za
hatupendi.
Kuja twende.
14 ama 20.
Yes, so guys, as promised, I told you today is totally different of what we always do. It's not the obvious things that we always do. As usual, niliwa promise nitakuwa na waletea different things, educating you guys. And today is a special one. I'm not sure if you guys are ready for it. Terence is here though.
Yeah, we are ready, me and my wife. So we came to see someone who is very special.
Yes.
What I am when I introduce.
Kabisa.
Alafu from there, then maybe we can pick up and say why we are here.
No, just a minute. Today we are talking about, is it sex education? Is it basically? Okay, good. So today is something that touches on sex education. Sitaki kujiongelelea kwa sababu mimi si daktari, sijawahi hata hesabu ilinishinda, physics ilinishinda. So today guys, we are with a very special professor. Introducing professor. Sitaki kusema kuharibu jina yako tafadhali. Just talk to my people and tell your name.
Yeah, Professor Joachim Osur.
Osur.
Yes.
Osur.
Joachim Osur. Good. Osur. What do you do, doc?
I'm a medical doctor and I specialize in treating problems related to sex.
Sexologist.
sexologist.
What's the title? The main big title?
So generally people would call me a sexologist. But in medical terms, I'm a specialist in sexual medicine.
Good. That includes what and what in sex?
That includes all the problems people face with sex, whether it is lack of desire, erection problems, pain during sex, ejaculating too quickly.
Have
you been doing
No, I'm asking for a friend.
Okay, today actually we are talking more on premature ejaculation.
Yeah, so that is what I call ejaculating too fast. And most men find themselves in a situation when they are unable to control when ejaculation happens. So they would like to continue enjoying sex, but it just ends without their control, and they leave the lady hanging.
And it's annoying.
It's annoying. Tell me.
Actually, it's very annoying. But I'm not saying. Manze wasifikiria kitu kama nakuongelele.
Nile wasichana wanasemanga wacha kunifanyisha PE. So people have never known wacha kunifanyisha PE actually means
premature ejaculation. And what they don't know that it's a disease.
It is a disease. And ni ugonjwa.
See excitement. Unajua pia hapo kwa mitandao when you discuss this thing, men have different myths which I would really as a man ingependa zikuwe
demystified leo.
Because some men say maybe umekaa sana bila sex, then ukipatana na msichana unakuwa excited. Unafika kabla ufike.
So now okay, mtu akikaa sana of course ejaculation inaweza kuja haraka. But the thing with premature ejaculation is the loss of control. Inability.
It's above you.
It's beyond your control.
Hauna break.
Every time you just
unataka uendelee na imeisha.
Good.
Na kuna shida. Is it hereditary ama ni shida ama ni?
So there are two types of premature ejaculation. There is one we call primary premature ejaculation. It is where you are born, you're starting to have sex, and you're ejaculating prematurely. It's an inborn error of sex, of sexual response. So you have never known what staying long means. In fact, there are very severe cases where someone just touches a lady and they ejaculate. And you know the problem with men is that once you ejaculate, the erection goes.
You're done.
You're done. So you cannot continue. Yeah. So such people, I meet many of them unable to sustain a relationship. Because then the first relationship they had, it just happened that way. They lost erection after. The next one, the same. So I've met people in their 40s who have never married. And their families are pushing them to marry.
They don't know.
But they cannot tell their families that, this thing just can't sustain a relationship. Yeah, so that is the primary one. You're born with it. It's an inborn error. You can't control it. You can't sustain a relationship. There is a secondary one which comes later in life. You've been okay, then along the way, you start to prematurely ejaculate. And mostly it is because there is another medical problem you're going through. It could be diabetes, hormone problems. Sometimes it could be psychological.
Men get hormonal imbalances.
Oh yes. Sindio. Wanaume pia ni binadamu.
I know.
Na mood swings.
Yeah. So when it happens as a secondary later in life, then we have to investigate, do a number of tests to find out why is it happening. Yeah.
Good. So how do you know? That's the secondary.
Secondary.
What are the signs and symptoms of premature ejaculation?
So premature ejaculation is, I think the easiest way to put it is when you have no control of when ejaculation happens.
That's it. And it happens concurrently.
Yeah, it just happens when you don't want it, and it happens all the time that way.
So is there medication for that?
Before we get to medication, I just wanted to ask a few questions.
I know. Simamia Bosha.
Maybe they'll have questions. They can put their questions
on YouTube.
Primary premature ejaculation, which maybe we can forward and we can solve solution because I may not be able to ask all the questions. So watatoa comments hapa waseme. Watu wa kunyonga
Watu wa kunyonga.
Yeah, kunyonga ni masturbation. Ndio wanaita kunyonga vijana.
Okay.
I'm confused, Professor.
Professor, I know you're not used to this term. Can masturbation lead to premature ejaculation?
Well, not it's neither yes or no. What happens with, because a lot of young people will masturbate as part of sexual development, they discover that some of their parts of their bodies are sensitive, and they touch them again and again, and they get erection or they get ejaculation. So a lot of men and even women go through that growth process, and then later on they transition into partner sex. There are people who are addicted to porn and masturbation, and they find it difficult to change over into partner sex. They lose erections, they prematurely ejaculate, and other things. Now, when it happens that they prematurely ejaculate because they are finding it difficult to change from kunyonga to partner sex, then that is secondary premature ejaculation. And the way to treat it is, we treat it. Let me put it that way. There are psychological issues to sort. There could be relationship issues to sort, and there could be medicine also to be.
Good. So actually, that's my next question, because this is so brief. Guys just need to know how to handle it. So is it treatable?
It is treatable.
For good.
For good.
Even the people who have the primary one.
Yes.
Though kuna watu wanasemanga ati ukiona ni kaina nataka kuja, probably you having sex and you skin kama inataka kuja under 1 minute, unaweza toka. Pigwa na baridi alafu
utoke uende wapi? Sasa hizo ameenda wapi?
Sasa mama ndio
amekuja tumetoka unarudi.
Unatoka una withdraw alafu unapigwa na baridi kidogo
unarudi ndani.
Ni myths za wanaume.
Ni myths za wanaume watu wanaongelelea huko.
Well, there are tested techniques which people can try. So in treating premature ejaculation, it's a combination of things we do. We teach people the technique of mastering your sexuality. We also teach them psychological approaches. You need to be psychologically able to manage your sexuality, and also we manage the relationship issues. When you have a sex problem, it leads to all these things.
I know, so
relationship,
much.
Psychological, sexual technique becomes a problem.
Marriage becomes a problem. You guys actually find someone else that's cheating.
Yeah, of course. A lot of people do that.
I know.
Yeah, but in addition to all this, then we also give medicine to support that process. Yeah. So there are medicines for different things. I know recently everyone is talking about the blue pill. Premature ejaculation is not treated with the blue pill.
Kwa hivyo unaweza meza hiyo blue pill na bado
uko na premature ejaculation.
It doesn't treat it.
It doesn't treat it.
No.
So actually, is it okay to sell it over the counter? Is blue pill sold over the counter?
I know people do, but it's illegal.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
So it's not supposed to be done. There are legal medications that are on the counters that can be bought for the premature ejaculation.
You need to go to a doctor, and the doctor will then make a diagnosis. By the way, there are people who come to me saying I have ED, but when I talk to them, they have premature ejaculation. Others come, ED means erectile dysfunction, erection failure. Imekata. There are others who come and say, me, I'm releasing too fast. But when you talk to them, then you realize it's not that they're releasing too fast. The lady they are with is taking too long to reach her climax. So I have to be able to make a diagnosis as a doctor before I can give you the medicine for premature ejaculation.
Pia wanakuwa na delay.
Sikunayo.
Let me ask, for premature ejaculation sana ni wanaume.
Ni wanaume.
Bwana Professor, my question is, Wakenya tunakuwa na kierere sana kama wanaume. Because you have a lot of ego and a lot of us. Let me speak on behalf of
boy child.
Kuna ego. Hata unaweza kuwa uko na PE, lakini bado unaogopa kusema, and then people listen to a lot of inaweza tibu. There is a lot of myths, you fanya nini. Would you tell us the solution yenye iko, kama umesema kuna solution, how long will it take? Nikianza kutibiwa leo kama niko na PE, it take for how long? Na kama kuna dawa nafaa ku take for long? Because and then you could tell us, maybe we will put up a link of a legit, because kuna wakora hapa hivi pia.
I know.
Mtu atajifanya
Sasa
na
madawa.
well, and the dawas are very sensitive, especially for these things. And I like the way umesema hiyo blue pill haitibu PE. So kuna solution. One, unaangaliaje?
Sinakusikiza.
Unafanya nijishuku. Wanaume tutasaidika. Watu kuna PE.
So hiyo mambo ya myths kwanza is very worrying. People use a lot of herbs. I can't talk on behalf of
Herbalists.
Because I don't know whether they work.
Masai hapa nje wanadanganya na hiyo.
After it works, I know.
Unakunywa hiyo kitu hii.
Yeah. But it is very important to make the right diagnosis, then get the right treatment. And sex is complicated. So getting a professional who is trained to treat sex issues is very important before you go to buy a medicine. And this tendency of buying over the counter is dangerous. You've heard stories of
so
late,
many of late, it's like wanaume ndio wamegundua blue pill.
Yeah.
Hey, it's
So
shocking.
people are suffering, and you don't want to.
You're dying inside.
Yet they can still come to you and you actually give the right medication and they will be sorted.
And they will be well.
Yeah.
The good thing with premature ejaculation is that when you get the right treatment, the results are so instant.
Wow.
Like the medicines you're talking about.
We'll put
Even if we are trying to solve the psychological relationship, other issues, the moment you take the right medicine for premature ejaculation, the results are more or less instant.
Good.
To the extent that most of those medicines are even taken on need-to-need basis. You don't have to take it
every day.
every day. If you know you're going to have sex today, you take it today and you'll be okay for the next 24 hours.
Nice.
So getting the right diagnosis by the right experts, buying the right medication,
Medications.
most important.
Thank you so much, Professor. I think you've exhausted everything that I wanted to know about.
You're a PhD. You have a PhD in
Yes.
sexology.
I have a PhD in, we call it sexual and reproductive health, but I'm also trained in clinical sexology and sexual medicine. I can give you my email address.
We'll put up a link down here.
Exactly.
Where mahali watu watapata watu wache kufanyisha wasichana wa PE.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for educating us.
Yeah.
We really, really appreciate it.
And I hope people enjoy sex. You know, in Africa, one problem we have is that people don't want to accept that sex is to be enjoyed.
True.
Instead, they are enjoying it when they are sick, and they should be seeking treatment so that they enjoy it.
Kabisa.
Healthy sexuality is sexuality that is enjoyed. Ejaculating at the right time with the right person.
So historia, acha niulize swali moja. Historia, historia ya watu wanasemanga ati now when you stay in marriage for so long, sex becomes boring, is a myth.
It's a myth.
Right?
You know, they have, even with your girlfriend, you have to keep updating yourself, your skills to make her happy.
True.
So,
Hata simu update.
those yes. You have to update yourself.
Yeah, you have to update it. Lakini shida yao neno na style mpya nyumbani ulizo ulitoa.
Mwambie niliongea na Professor Sura.
Unamwambia uliongea na prof.
Uulize reference ni. Ndio nitakuwa nakurushia. Nasema nimeongea na professor.
Kabisa. Aya, thank you so much.
Professor.
Kabisa. Asante sana for having us and thank you so much for educating us.
Okay.
This is something that the world, actually Africa to be precise, really are afraid to talk about. People are scared of sex like it's not something they do.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy today that we to educate, and it's true, premature ejaculation happens and it's treatable. See a death sentence.
Nilikuwa na swali moja mwisho. So with this treatment, according to how we have defined premature ejaculation, it's in less than a minute unakuwa ushafika. So ukipata hii dawa, you can be able to go up above.
Yeah.
It gives you a normal duration of sex.
And then sasa hapo ndio akili inaingilia kwa control.
Yeah.
Alafu inaishanga by the way. Does it end?
It
Ama you
ends.
stay in medication
You
forever?
have to, you see, as you said, there are many
Different
causes
ones.
and
True.
whatever. Yeah, so these things are manageable.
Sawa.
So thank you very much.
Thank you too for
Came
having
at the
us.
right time when you're putting on a red whatever, Valentine's.
Yeah.
So
It's Valentine's, guys. It's
we hope
Valentine's.
people enjoy that.
I know you better enjoy your sex on Valentine's.
Please, you have to enjoy your sex.
By the way, kama uko na shida,
Yeah,
daktari yuko hapa. Msiogope, go to hospital and
Follow
ask
link.
exactly. Anyway, thank you guys so much for always watching. Thank you for I'll be waiting for your comments. Any questions you have, just drop them down here and I'll try and ask Professor to answer them for us. Yes, ours is to tell you that there's nothing impossible under the sun, right?
Wanaume oye. Hii Valentine hatuchezi chini.
Good. So until the next one, guys. Adios.
Adios. Bye.
Bye.
There's not a single day that passes without you on my mind. Not even 1 minute can end up before you come around.